Hey, One Like a Trapper here. Ryan, you know who you are. This one's for you. You're asking me how I work up my beeves. I've managed to pull one out just to get it going since I was working for Jay. But this is kind of how I do mine. I know I built a new flushing beam here. So I do is I make my own ulus. The way I think of it is the native used these years ago before we were even around. So they must know something we don't know. So, but this is, I use an ulu for just about everything. It's kind of a double-edged sword because it makes it a little easier for me, but it's sharp and you can tend to put more holes in it. But it just basically, I put it on my beam and just start peeling. You got to watch with this because sometimes you can thin the hide and not know about it. So, and it all depends on how you sharpen it. But it's not nearly the amount of work as like a fleshing knife is. But instead of spreading the load over two hands, you're just using the one, which allows you to pull this straight or pull it down, so it's not binding up. Because my biggest thing with the fleshing knives is when you're pushing, the hide wants to bunch up, and then that's when you poke holes. So at least that's when I do it. So having more control, I have a little more control with my ulu than I do with the fleshing knife. And it works a little bit, I mean, I don't know. I got soured on fleshing knives because the person who taught me had me using a dull knife so I wouldn't put holes in stuff. But I mean, it works pretty quick. When you're pushing a lot harder in this middle portion. So what I recommend when I'm skinning my beef is try to clean skin the bellies as much as possible. I didn't on this one. I just wanted to get them in the freezer. But try to clean skin the bellies, and then you don't have to really worry about flushing through the soft part of the hide. But yeah, this does really short work on this. I made this new fleshing beam because of mostly my coyotes. My old beam was just a fleshing or a stretching board, and it wouldn't, I couldn't, with coyotes, the way their hide's designed in such long fur, it just bunch up. So I made this out of just like, and I'm tired of fighting it and putting holes and stuff, so this one works a lot nicer for me. But just keep working it around. I try to do the coarse stuff, like the meaty portions, and then I'll slowly work that to the edge. Just keep working it around. Then when you get towards the belly, you got to take a little bit different approach to it, because you kind of gotta, you're not using nearly as much downward force on it. Because you'll go right through the hide. So be careful around them legs because they bunch up. And whenever I get a bunch of extra, obviously, just get it the hell out of the way. But that's about it. I just keep working that around until I get it all done. And then, like I said, they don't get down to the belly portion and just keep doing it again and just kind of bringing everything closer to me. So, and then after that, it goes on the wall. So, alright guys, we'll hope that helped you. As you can tell, I'm about ready to get, we got the furnace and air conditioning replaced in the house, so pretty soon I'm going to have central heat in the garage. So I'm excited about that. But, alright guys, hope that helps you out. We'll try to keep it short. You guys know how to probably do the rest of it. For tanning, I don't go every 1/8 of an inch for nails or every 1/4 inch for nails. I go about every inch. It doesn't really matter because when they tan, they shrink up a little bit. So, but alright guys, well take care and hopefully you guys have luck on the line today.